Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am working on watercolor flowers, surprise, surprise. But I'm trying some new things. So I'm pretty excited to try this technique that I saw Emma do, of course, because yeah. And and this color that I'm putting down here right now, it's a mixture of a red and actually like I wish I had the color chart in front of me, but like a deep orange. And I mixed it and it was really too dark, but I still went with it. I'm like, okay, so it's my first petal and already I have done something wrong. But I continue on, and I took a little bit of the red and I put a little bit of red in that top petal. And yeah, so I'm just going to go and do this petal down here. It came out a little bit too, yeah, I had to just fix the edges. It looked weird to me. So I went ahead and fixed that up, and I'm mopping up some of the water, and then I'm taking the permanent red deep, which is one of the new colors I just got. They're Daniel Smith paints, by the way. And yeah, so that red that I'm using is Permanent Red Deep by Daniel Smith. So you saw that I went and I dried it off, and now I'm coming in with more petals, and I'm overlapping the dry petals with wet petals. And this flower, it comes out unusual, I will admit, but it's really kind of cool too. So, like, if I wanted to try to do this, I don't know if I could or not. But yeah, I do like the way it ended up. So, I decided to put a little bit of black in the middle on those petals, and then here I come in and I put more of that orangish color. And yeah, right there. Yeah. So now I have a big puddle again. As I'm drawing it, I have no patience, so watch. Yeah, so I dab it up because I have the patience of a pea. Okay, so, and then I'm like, well, I kind of really like that. So I left it and I dried it and I thought it looked super cool. So now I'm going in with my last couple of petals, and it really was supposed to be more of like a wash for this. Yeah, and the colors were definitely too dark. So I have to learn. I have a lot to learn, but yeah. So a couple of the things that you'll see me do throughout the whole video is I mop up almost every single petal that I paint because I end up using too much water. Now, okay, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how not to get so much water, right? You just simply don't use so much water, or you dab it off on your towel before you go to paint with it to get the water out. I mean, it makes perfect sense. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. So but by the end of this, I do get better with the amount of water that I'm using. So I wanted to put a black inside. Now this is supposed to be, I don't even want to tell you what it was supposed to be because it doesn't look like it at all. It really doesn't. I'll tell you. You ready? It's supposed to be a poppy, which it does not look anything like it because I have it so multicolored and whatever. So now here is something else that I did not do correctly the first time. So like I'm looking at those leaves, I'm like, wow, they are not the right scale for that flower. That flower is a really big flower, and then it has these little itsy bitsy leaves. And I'm like, okay, I got to make them bigger. And so I made them bigger, and Then I think they're too big. Hey, it's all good. It's a flower. So, in the end, I think that that was the one thing on this whole page that I do that I disliked the most was those leaves right there. But you know what? It is what it is. And I learned, right? So at this point, I'm just taking my really small brush and I'm putting some like veins into those leaves. And yes, I got too much water on there. And yeah, but it worked out okay. It was fine. It's, not the end of the world. So I'm good. I'm good. Then I decided to put another flower over here. And I end up with three flowers on here and two buds. So none of the flowers look the same. And I mean, mainly by color. They're very, very, very different. And I like that. I like that they're different. They should be different. The shape of the petals are different. They're just different. But the commonality on this page is, well, the black stems and the black on in the middle of the flower. So yeah. So I just continue on, and see, here I am still mopping it up, but I'm doing better with the amount of water because here's this is why I do watercolor right here. I'm adding the red on here and just to watch it bleed through that lighter color. It puts a smile on my face every time. And you'll see throughout this video I keep drawing, I keep drawing. So then I put the black, and here I messed up. I really messed up, but I fix it. So you see how for that stem, I went into the middle of the flower. Why I did that, I have no clue. So see right there, I put water on it, I'm wiping it off. That gets rid of the stem, but now I have like no paint there. So I come in with like the deeper orange with the little paintbrush, and I liked it so much I went around some of the other petals and added some of that really deep orange, and I really liked the way that it came out. So I probably did on this one flower like 5 things that are like against the rules for watercolor, but I like it. I don't know, call me a rebel, what can I say? So I was really happy with that little flower, and then I decide that I'm going to do another flower. So this one again is different colors, and you'll see in the end, and here I am, I'm still mopping up, but I'm getting better because you'll notice that before I start putting the base color down of the petal, see, I just went up to that paper towel and I am blotting it off before I put the color down. So I am getting a little better, but I'm still getting too much water. I don't know. But anyway, so I continue on with putting that beautiful red in the middle, in the center of the flower. And this one, I wanted it to even be a different shape. So you notice that, that bottom petal is kind of short and longer, and yeah, and it came out really pretty, I think. I don't know what kind of flower it is. But it looks pretty. So yeah, and so what you'll notice with this flower, and this is what I should have done with the other two flowers, I just do one long stem. I do not put any leaves on this flower. And in the end, I like the look of it the best. It looks very, I want to say, contemporary to me. The way that looks without any leaves on it. I liked it very much. And so now over all the way to the left side of the page, I have, space. So I have to put something there, and I'm like, what am I going to put there? What am I going to put there? And I'm like, okay, so what do? I go ahead and I'm going to do a couple buds. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, should I put a third one? Shouldn't I put a third one? And I always put a third one. I'm like, no, because I'm being rebellious, darn it. I only put two. So I like the color. I thought it was pretty, but it needed a little bit of black. So I'm just putting a little dab of black at the bottom and just kind of let that bleed on up through those buds. And then I decided I wanted to finish the top so it looked pointier, and that's what I did right there. And then I dried it off, and I'm going to put the stems on. And here I just did a straight thin stem on both of these. And again, so much better than those leaves, those other flowers. Oh well, it is what it is. And I do like the finished page. So, I learn with everyone. So see, that's not so bad. Now, I'm not fully done yet, but I wanted to show you what it looks like at this point. So, good or bad, I don't know. Oh, and I wanted to ask you all, please let me know in the comments, do you like this view? I had my camera in a totally different view, so let me know if you hate this or if it's okay. Which do you prefer, like straight overhead or to the side? Let me know. And I'm putting black splatter onto it because I just love splatter. And now it is finished. And now you're going to see a couple photos, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all of my subbies that are here and that comment. I love you all. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.